And welcome to day one of December Daily. I decided to add a couple of little embellishments off camera. I sewed on this little button and added some little bits and pieces, but today I am working on this page. I also wanted to show you that I created like a list tag thingy just to kind of help me with photo prompts. It's one of those things that I struggle with because I tend to do a lot of the same things every year. But I thought this might help me. And they're very general. It's things like ornaments, bundled up, cozy socks, in my cup. It's just very general things. So I am using just a scrap piece of green, a piece of copy paper, picture of my tree, some tiny word stickers, and some very old embellishments. So I will put you on fast forward while I finish this up.
So I'm already a little bit behind on my December daily, but that's okay. I feel like these layouts go so much faster, and I did a lot of prep work over the summer. So most of them, I would be shocked if they took me more than 10 minutes. And I mean, when you're just doing like a 6x8 and you really only have to embellish a couple of pockets, it's probably going to be even faster. So I feel like this one took me a little bit longer, just because I was fighting with my paper. You're going to see here, I do a bit of a crooked cut. And when I did it, the blade, ripped the edge of the copy paper. So then I paused the video and I went and I got my distressing tool, but not before I fought with a pair of my scissors. I was just basically trying to rough up the edges of the paper to give it a little bit more consistent edge. And yikes. Yeah, it was not kind of the look I was going for, but that's okay. So yeah, you're just going to see me. Well, you're not going to see me because I'm off camera. But I'm just kind of roughing up the edges a little bit. And in the end, I'm not really happy with how it turns out because the copy paper is so thin. As I'm running the scissors along the edge, it's actually just ripping it more and not giving it the kind of jagged edge I want. So I'm going to pause the video and go get my little Cricut tool. There it is. Through the magic of YouTube. And so this gave me a little bit of a better result. And that was fine. So I may actually keep this little gadget on my desk for the next few days and just kind of play with it a little bit. I don't actually use it very often, and I really should because especially for my vintage kind of looking album, I feel like it would give it a little bit more authenticity, I guess. I don't really know. And I was contemplating getting out my like Distress Oxide inks, and in the end it was just a lot of extra fuss and bother. So here I am. It was much better on the cardstock than it was on the copy paper. That's probably not really shocking to anybody. But yeah, so, and you can see the page that's behind there is the one I did over the summer. And I didn't do a huge amount to it, except I created that little list that has the cardinal at the top. And that's just kind of my photo prompts. I usually do a much bigger one in my December daily, but this year I wanted to keep things a little bit more simple. I didn't want to have to put a list in the actual rings of a binder. And I didn't really have any other plans for that side of the page anyway, so it worked out. So here I am just gluing down this little miniature card from Tim Holtz. I think I was gifted these years ago now. And they're really cute, but again, it's one of those embellishments I never really knew how to use. So, and I just put down my day number 1. I'm going to cover up some of the background of my photo, just because nobody needs to see the mess on my kitchen island. And yeah, this page is going to be done fairly quickly. I pulled a few other little stickers and odds and ends, and then tried to kind of fill in the gap between that little space there that I have the embellishments on. Because once I put this little pine cone down, there's a decent sized gap. And so I just went into my stash of like die cut pieces and grabbed a little gold tree. So, and that'll kind of finish it off. So here I am. I'm going to go get it. Yeah. So you see that little tray up in the upper left-hand corner. That's just a whole bunch of stuff that I die cut using my scraps. And it's mostly cardstock. I don't think there's very much pattern paper in there. So there we go. And that's all it needed. So it's all done. I'm back to you live in a minute.
Alrighty, day 1 is finished. And I'm pretty happy with that. All right. These videos will probably go fairly quickly, where I only have like 1 page at a time that I'll be doing. In some cases, I may do a 2-page spread, but we'll just kind of see how this year goes. All right. As always, thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.